If you read Hormozi's book, $100 Million Leads, then you know you need a lead magnet. Now, by the end of this video, my promise to you is you're going to know how to choose, build, and implement the perfect lead magnet for you for free in less than 30 minutes. Now, because I love you, I'm also going to be showing you the lead magnets that I'm using right now in my business that work best and the absolute savage tools that I use to develop them and implement them. All right, now here's some stuff that we're going to be talking about in this video under lead magnets. Some level 1 lead magnets, which are info products, level 2 magnets, which are samples, and level 3 magnets, which are a lot more advanced. You're definitely going to want to stick around for level 3. This is where I'm going to be showing you the lead magnets that I use in my business and how to build them. Lastly, I'm going to show you how to actually implement them so that they work the way that you want them to work. Now, before we dive into the tools, you need to understand the psychology of lead magnets. Please stick with me through this part. You can skip through everything else, but if you don't understand this, you're never going to be able to use them effectively. So, general rules of advertising. You serve an ad or do an outreach to about 100 people. 80 of them probably aren't going to be a great fit. Out of the 20 that are, you're probably going to get about 5 responses. Out of those 5 responses, about 1 of them will turn into a call or a sale. Now, the 15 that actually were a good fit but didn't opt in are the ones that we're going to be going after with these lead magnets. This is why lead magnets help you get from a 5% response rate to a 20% response rate. Lead magnets help make your offer more enticing. It helps build trust, and it gets the interest of people who are a good fit but aren't ready to take action with your company yet. Now, a good lead magnet is something that your prospect actually wants and actually is willing to pay for. And it's really important to understand this. So put yourself in the mindset of the buyer. Say you're a homeowner and you've got your Lamborghini Aventador parked out front, and some random kid comes knocking at your door. He's like, "Hey, can I detail your Lambo?" You don't know this person, you don't trust this person, so you're probably just gonna kick him to the curb. After all, there's plenty of people that you can hire to detail your Lambo that are probably gonna charge you less and that you already trust. But imagine if that same kid came to your door, knock knock, and said, "Hey, love your Lamborghini Aventador. I'm Jay. I've got this leather cleaner that I swear by. Take it. Here's a business card." You, as the Lamborghini owner, are going to say, "Wow, thank you. He actually offered value. I love the lead magnet, the leather cleaner that he came to give me. Now, not only do I trust this person a little bit more, but he built goodwill with me." And this is the same principle that high-end boutiques use when they give you water or champagne when you're shopping. If you can get a good prospect to take a lead magnet, something of value, and the higher value that lead magnet is, the more that they're going to feel the need to reciprocate. So you're building goodwill, you're getting them to want to reciprocate, and you've already shown them they can trust you and that you can offer value. All right, so now let's talk about some of the lead magnets that you can implement, and I'm going to break them up into 3 main categories. Each is going to be progressively more effective, but also progressively harder to obtain or more expensive to obtain and maintain. I highly recommend that you stick around for number 3. This is where it gets fun. This is where it gets creative. All right, so let's start with level 1. These are info products, and as you can see on the screen, I wrote down a few of the most commonly used info products. So a white paper is like an in-depth thought leadership piece that shares some unique data, perspective with the audience, and depending on what it is that you sell, this could be a good option. Honestly, I would say no to the white paper. Let's reach for some of the other ones. A webinar or a video. So this can be actually effective, and I've seen this used really well. If you have information that your audience wants, and all they have to do is opt in to sign up for the webinar, this can be a really effective funnel. A lot of people use this webinar funnel. And one of those tools that you can use for webinars is actually Webinar. I don't have any relationship with this tool, but it's one that I've used. It's when you can record live and then run that same webinar on repeat without you ever having to be there. Now, instead of a webinar, since that is a little bit more complicated to set up, you can just do a video funnel. So opt in to watch the exclusive secret video where I share X, Y, and Z. This can also work really well. Mini course. So I actually use a mini course in my lead magnet. It's not my entire lead magnet, but it is a part of it. Now, I use a tool called School to run my mini course. I highly recommend this because it's also a built-in community. It's $99 a month, so very affordable. And it's mostly my YouTube videos organized in a way, plus some other content where people can consume my course and engage in the course all in the same place. So if you sell an info product or anything of that nature or a service, I highly recommend putting together a mini course or even giving a sample of your full paid course. All right, ebooks are one of the most commonly used lead magnets, and they can work pretty well, but honestly, they're so overdone now that I never opt in when it's just an ebook that I'm going to get. If you want to launch a lead magnet right now, really quickly, for almost free, the ebook is the fastest way to go. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time on the ebook and show you how to create an ebook and launch an ebook, all in less than 5 minutes and basically for free. All right, so you have a couple of options for creating an ebook. ebook. There's AI tools like Jasper.ai where you can basically create an AI generated ebook based on whatever subject matter that you want to talk about. The more information that you feed this AI, the better it's going to be for you in creating that ebook. Now, the second way and the fastest way to launch an ebook is a PLR ebook. And you can use PLR for multiple things. PLR stands for private label rights. And this is where you can actually buy the rights to resell and redistribute someone else's ebook or software or videos as your own. So go to plrproducts.com. I've got it linked down in the description if you want to save that link. It's definitely a very effective place to go shop around for relevant ebooks, relevant info products that you can resell as your own. So this is the fastest way to launch an ebook. Buy the PLR rights to an ebook, slap your branding on it. You can go to Fiverr and have somebody change the cover and change the templates of the content of that ebook. Now you own it. Now you can distribute it as your own lead magnet. Is that valuable for you? I thought so. AI generated ebooks, PLR generated ebooks. The next thing you can do is templates or cheat sheets. Now this can be very valuable depending on what template you're giving. Sometimes it's a copy template. For example, I run a PR firm, so we have run the lead magnet before. Opt in to see the exact template that we send to journalists and reporters to get them to cover our clients. This can work very well, and it can be very easy for you to do. You can throw this together in several minutes. Some other examples of templates, mostly copy templates that come to mind right now. Cold email templates for your industry. If you sell real estate investing courses, a lot of people do calculators. So a calculator is another thing that you can share pretty easily. Opt in and it'll send you the Excel sheet built with my built-in calculator to do X, Y, and Z. There's a lot of cool stuff here. All right, last but not least, surveys and quizzes. This is the BuzzFeed style stuff. What Harry Potter character are you? What CRM is best for you? And you can use this for a variety of use cases. In the marketing space, I like to say, what software is the best fit for you? What CRM is the best fit for you? What cold email sender is the best fit for you? They answer a couple of questions. You can lead them wherever you want. People want to know the answer. So they will give you their email, give you their name, and then you can tell them the answer once they're done with that survey. And I'm going to show you exactly how to build and implement this using only one simple tool. Now, I do want to ask, if you're getting value so far, please like this video so you see more like it in your feed. This is how you're going to scale your business, by seeing more videos like this, consuming more like this. All right, let's get into level 2. Level 2 I like to call freebies or samples. Now, this does not mean that you have to give your service away for free. This does not mean that you have to send your product for free. Now, in this section, I'm going to be sharing some savage tools that you can copy to give your leads, to give your prospects insane value in terms of software and free trials. And remember what I said earlier, the more value, more perceived value that the lead thinks that they're getting from you for free, the more that they're going to feel inclined to reciprocate. All right, so let's start from number 1, free samples. If you have an e-commerce product, if you have a physical product, it does make sense to give samples. And this can also work for books. You often see the book funnel, free, just pay shipping. This is a type of lead magnet where you can actually lose money or break even on that lead magnet. So if you have an e-commerce product, consider doing a free just pay shipping funnel. It works very well. The next is free trials. So if you do have a software product, this is where you can give someone 7 days free, 14 days free, and you can also give them a free trial of your service, which can be a lot more money. But if it's someone who's highly qualified, I do recommend doing this, especially when you're starting out and you need to build some goodwill. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on the first two because honestly, I can't offer you that much value there, but where I can offer you a lot of value is free tools. So this is something that I use in my business like crazy. And I'm going to show you some savage tools that you can use to start giving away insane value to your clients, to your leads, absolutely free. Coming back into plrproducts.com, you'll see a software section. Here you can go through different tools that you can actually white label and potentially give access to leads for free. Now, this is something worth exploring, but what I really want to point you to is what I do. So AppSumo, this is one of my favorite websites on earth. It's where softwares offer beta versions or newer softwares offer lifetime subscriptions to their tools. And once in a while on here, you'll find a gem that you can create unlimited sub-accounts for. Some examples that I found that I use is Wise or Notify. Look at all these sub-accounts that I have that I've given away so people can use this social proof plugin. This is an unbelievable lead magnet for my PR firm because this subscription honestly is worth hundreds of dollars per month, and we give it to people away absolutely free. Now, this isn't available on AppSumo right now, but there's always something that is. In fact, at the time of making this video, I run a lead generation service, and emaildelivery.com is a new one that is on AppSumo. And in this tool, I can create unlimited sub-accounts for my clients to make their own SMTP servers. This is an absolutely unbelievable lead magnet for people that want to do cold email and want to do it through SMTP. So these are just a couple quick examples. Now, one that I really want to show you that is very underutilized is this one right here. This is Go High Level, and you've probably heard of this tool, but I bet you didn't know that an agency plan with Go High Level lets you create unlimited sub-accounts for free. Now, I wouldn't go giving this away to just anybody, but if you do have a very high value prospect that you want to close, you can make them a free CRM that they can use. And if they do start using it and implementing it, you can make a few bucks on the emails and texts that they send, and they're going to be dependent on that CRM, which means they're going to owe you a lot. So we're going to dive into Go High Level a little bit deeper later on in this video, but just know that I highly recommend picking up the highest level agency plan. It's about $500 per month, but it will be the best investment that you ever make in a software. And no, I'm not just saying that, but yes, please use my affiliate link down in the description. Last but not least is free evaluations. Now, this does not mean that you have to do evaluations manually every time somebody opts in. There's a lot of very smart people out there that have automated this process to do free evaluations. And you can do this even easier now using AI tools and using Zapier, and I'll show you how to do that towards the end of this video. But free evaluations, I want to show you an example. Neil Patel is probably the god of free evaluations. As you can see from this site, neilpatel.com, he has got a tool for just about anything. You put your website in and it will do a free audit of just about any metric on your website, and it will give you a free report. In order to get the most out of this report, you need to opt in and give your email. So yes, although it takes a little bit more developing power, you may have to spend a few bucks on a Fiverr developer or something to get something like this built on your website. It can be a very effective tool for getting people to opt in, especially when it's something that people really need. Another great example, and this applies for us YouTubers, is CoSchedule's Headline Analyzer. So this one, you can put your headline in here and it will tell you in-depth details about the quality of your headlines, suggestions, and you can do this now all automated with ChatGPT. You just need a nice clean UI for people to use. And now a ton of people recommend this exact analyzer to other YouTubers, and it's free, but now CoSchedule has all of our information. Now, if you don't have the technical know-how or the savvy to build something like this, it can be prudent to have somebody just fill out some basic information about their social media or their website or their marketing strategy, and you can manually put together an audit and evaluation for them. People want to see this. It actually works very, very well. All right, we've reached level 3. If you found value so far, please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe so that you don't miss more value like this. I try and lay it all out on this channel. I want to give you every single tool that you need to succeed so that you can hire me for lead gen and hire our PR agency. And if you want to use the tools that I'm recommending, I try and have an affiliate link for everything. It's all going to be linked down in the description. All right, level 3. These are the lead magnets that I'm using in my business right now. These have taken years to develop. They've taken tens of thousands of dollars of investment. They take active management, but these are the lead magnets that Hormozi talks about in his book. The lead magnets that you can white label to other agencies to use, and then you get leads coming in from multiple sources. These are the lead magnets that get shared, that become viral. So let me show you a couple of these that I'm using in my business right now. All right, let me preface this next section with the fact that we have spent a lot of money purchasing different businesses, building out complicated automations using ChatGPT. So if you're somebody that wants to take their lead magnets to the next level, please watch this. And if you're just getting started, this might be scary to you, but please pay attention. It might inspire some unique ideas. Now, the thing about level 3, advanced lead magnets, is that there is no one size fits all. If I want to say, create an ebook, that will apply to just about every industry, every offer, every service. You can figure out which ebook to use. You can figure out which course to create, which webinar or video to produce. With advanced lead magnets, it's not as clear. Depending on your industry, you're going to want to think of different creative lead magnets that are going to work really well for your audience. What does your audience want that's adjacent to what you offer or similar to what you offer? And how can you provide that, create that for them, and make it super high value and super automated? It's going to come to you over time. Just start thinking about that as you go through your day-to-day life. You start looking at other businesses. Which one of these businesses could I buy and offer that service for free? Which service could I build out and automate where I can execute this entire service with a VA for $5? Start thinking about these things, and I promise you, brilliance will come. Now, with that being said, here's what we're doing. In my PR agency, what do people want? They want notoriety. They want to get booked on podcasts. They want to get featured online. They want to win awards. So here's what we've done. We purchased a news publication, usawire.com. This has cost us tens of thousands of dollars to build, acquire, but now what we can do is essentially push our clients' articles onto this website with almost no maintenance and no cost. Now here's what that lead magnet looks like. We will write and publish a news article about you in USA Wire magazine. All they have to do is submit their information. I'll go ahead and do that here. Qualify themselves, and then answer a few questions about themselves and their business. Now, the beautiful thing about this lead magnet is using the power of ChatGPT and AI, we are able to generate the finished article almost perfectly every single time, assuming that they answer the questions well. Now, here is the flow of the automation. Our team doesn't do anything except publish this article once it's finished and approved by the client. We've cut out all of our writing cost. We've cut out all of our publication cost. The only thing that we pay for is a VA in the Philippines to publish the article online once it's finished and approved. The best part about all of that is once it's published, we send an email to the client with all of the finished assets, the social media, the live link, and they then share that on their social media. So one, they owe our PR agency something because we've given them something that they probably would have paid for. Two, USAWire.com is now getting shared on our client's social media. So we're getting free exposure for the news publication. Now I'm going to show you one more example of a lead magnet that we use that costs us a little bit more money and time to run. So we have a podcast called the Scaling Secrets Podcast, which is produced by our company. And we only pitch this lead magnet to people who are highly qualified. So using cold outreach, we can figure out how many employees a founder has. If that founder has 25 plus employees, they're typically doing well. And that's somebody that we want on this podcast. We've got 2 podcast hosts that we pay $50 per episode to host that podcast. We've got a team of VAs, and we use AI tools like Opus.pro to generate AI clips from the entire episode. We have a VA publishing and scheduling all the episodes. And the best part, like I said, those founders are now sharing our podcast with all of their network on their LinkedIns, on their Twitters, on their Facebooks. So now they're all seeing the podcast. They're all seeing that it's produced by Otter PR. Now we get a lot of goodwill with that client, that founder who's got at least 25 employees, and extra exposure from their high ticket network. Now you'd be shocked how fast this lead magnet fills up. We actually had to slow down the outreach because everybody wants to be featured on a podcast. And although it costs us about $100 to produce each episode, the calls that we book from it with these 25 plus employee founders and the fact that those founders are sharing it on their social media makes this worth it 100%. So think about it. Things like this that you can do and you can implement right now. And a podcast is actually a great example. This is one that you can copy and paste into just about any industry. So think about starting a podcast for yourself. If you're not ready to pay a host, host it yourself. If you're not ready to edit all of the clips, use Opus Pro. It's a great editing tool. Hosting and running a podcast is basically free. So you can think about copying and pasting this exact funnel into your business. Now, I'd also just like to show you the lead magnet that I use on this exact video to get you to opt in and give me your information. Of course, it's built in Go High Level, which you need to have. You need to have Go High Level. It makes everything so much easier. It makes building and implementing your lead magnet so much easier. But here's the lead magnet that I use. And by the way, look at these opt-in rates. So I was split testing these 2 variations. This one has an 80% opt-in rate. So let's see what is converting at 80%. Get 8 million cleaned leads plus a lead generation course plus free software. So this is called lead magnet stacking. You want to make it an offer so irresistible that feels so valuable that they would feel stupid not giving me their information. Call it an $11,000 toolkit, and honestly, it is worth at least that. So I give them 8 million cleaned leads. This is a spreadsheet. It's actually 8 different spreadsheets that have about 1 million leads in each of them that you can download and use in your lead generation efforts. Normally, this would cost a fortune with a B2B lead database. Lifetime access to one of those softwares that I spoke about. I have a mini course. I have a lead gen group where people can communicate and ask me questions, and a list of the top lead gen tools that I actually use in my business. So I am combining multiple levels of lead magnets here into one. And the better that you get at this, the more sophisticated, the more that you're willing to invest in your lead magnets, you can start to do this exact thing. Stack your lead magnets and make it absolutely irresistible so that everybody wants to click, wants to opt in. All right, now let's look for a second at an Instantly campaign that I'm using to book people on the Scaling Secrets podcast. Not only am I getting 8% replies and 9% clicks, but this is only going to people that have 25 or more employees. And if you know from doing any sort of advertising, those types of founders are a lot harder to reach and get responses from. So a good lead magnet is not only going to get those people to opt in, but here's one better. Because I'm not just going to a Calendly page, but I'm going to a landing page, now I am capturing their pixel. I can track them and I can retarget them with advertising. And they already know who I am because they've been to our landing page. So now I can advertise what I really want to sell to them. So if you're doing any form of cold outreach and you're sending somebody to a calendar page, stop immediately. Use a lead magnet. And that lead magnet should have tracking for your Google Analytics, and it should have tracking for your Facebook pixel. This way you can retarget them with display advertising, and you can retarget them with Facebook ads as well. All right, now let's talk about implementing these lead magnets. Say you chose an ebook and you've built your ebook. It's awesome. You want to send a PDF once they actually opt in. The first thing that you need to do is click on the link down in my description and purchase a Go High Level agency account. Right now it is only $297 per month, and you get unlimited sub accounts and as many client accounts as you want. Now, if you can get your clients using this CRM, it is going to be a game changer for your business. They'll never leave you. But most of all, it's the best CRM that you can possibly use. So go and sign up using my link. If you found value, please, it helps me a little bit. I'll get a couple bucks and I can keep doing this kind of stuff for you. So purchase that agency plan and then log into your Go High Level account. Now, I've actually got a different sub account for each lead magnet that I use. So I'm going to be in this Lead Gen J sub account where I keep a couple of my lead magnets like the one that you see down in the description here. And you're going to want to come to Sites, Funnels, and you're going to build a new funnel. Now, one of the great things about Go High Level is you can clone your favorite pages from ClickFunnels. So if you ever see a funnel that you really like, grab the link to it, come into Go High Level, and you can clone it once you click New Funnel. Pretty cool stuff. Now, what you're going to need before you can implement this is either a form or a survey. So you're going to choose which one is best for you. Honestly, I love their new surveys, so I would probably suggest doing that, especially if you want to ask multiple questions. Build a survey that asks them their name, their phone number, their email, and then whatever else you really want to ask them. You can also disqualify them in their survey if you don't want to give them a lead magnet. Like our podcast, for example. I don't want to give that to just any influencer in any country, only successful founders. So I have a survey built where they can eliminate themselves if they don't fit those qualifications. You can also split test right here in Funnels. So I like to split test different variations of landing pages to see which one works best. And then it's important to note that when they complete their form or complete their survey, they go on to step 2. Now here's what my step 2 looks like. Links to your gift have been sent to your email. So now they know to check their email. I also have a calendar where they can book a call with me and some testimonials. So this is their next call to action. Now, what actually happens when they fill out that form? Now, normally, if you were using WordPress or any other website builder, you'd have to connect that form via Zapier to whatever email service that you were using, but not in Go High Level. Everything is integrated. You get full tracking on every single person. So in my automations, I've got my 11K giveaway. I've got 3,257 people who have opted in for this lead magnet. And here's what happens. When that form is filled out, and that's the trigger here, form is completed, it adds a tag that they completed it, and then it puts them into this drip sequence where they'll get a series of texts and emails with my PDF, with my course, with my calendar links over the course of multiple days. And then they'll actually go into another one of my CRMs to get even more drip sequences. But this is how I can deliver my lead magnet quickly, effectively, keep all of my contacts in one place. Unlimited contacts, by the way. I have tens of thousands of people in here and they don't charge me by contact. I have all of my tracking set up in there. I can create unlimited sites, funnels, surveys, automations. I can keep unlimited contacts in here and I can blast them whenever I see necessary. So different places that you should be using your lead magnets right now if you're not already. Your cold outreach, 100%. People don't know who you are. They don't care about what you have to offer. You have no goodwill. They don't trust you. You need to implement the lead magnet sooner rather than later. Build an ebook, build a video, build a webinar, use Go High Level. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. Spend one day doing this and I promise you're going to see a 2x in results right away, even if it's a lead magnet. In addition to cold outreach like LinkedIn outreach or cold email, the other place that you need to use lead magnets is your Facebook advertising. So kind of the same thing as cold outreach. They don't know who you are and they don't care. Now you can serve them ads, spend a ton of money serving them 7 or 8 times before they finally book a call or finally opt in. But if you use a lead magnet, you're going to get a 5 to 10x multiple in the results. You're going to get a decrease in your CTR. Your conversion rate's going to go way up and you're going to build that goodwill with your client. Now, I do want to caveat one thing with Facebook ads. You can't hyper target users like you can in cold outreach. So you might get influencers from all over the world that don't actually have any money that are opting in for your expensive lead magnet. We do not run that Scaling Secrets podcast lead magnet on Facebook because it's too expensive. We'd get the wrong people. So only do this if it's a scalable lead magnet like a video or an ebook or a PDF. Now, if you do want to run your high value lead magnet as an ad, charge a few bucks. Just pay shipping. charge $1. Getting somebody to pull out their credit card is a very good qualifier to say, okay, I'm ready to invest in giving that person a lead magnet and taking the next step with them. All right, and I've got a special lead magnet for you watching this video right now. If you found a lot of value in this and you're ready to go implement right now, here's what I want you to do. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. You have to be subscribed. And then comment. And then I want you to click the link in the description to get Snapshot. And I'm going to be providing the Snapshot to my Go High Level account so you can copy all of my automations and all of my funnels, all of my forms and all of my surveys, everything that you're going to need to implement your lead magnet on Go High Level right now. All right, thank you. I hope you found value in this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.